Hey everyone, welcome back to the channel. My name is Tori if you're new here, and today I wanted to share some things that I like to keep in my prepper pantry just in case of any illness in my household. If you're new here, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. We make videos 4 to 5 times a week all about life here in northern Colorado. We like to make videos on budgeting, prepping, gardening, motherhood, you name it, we do it here on the channel. If you do enjoy this video, make sure you give it a big thumbs up and let's get right into this list. So this list will vary from week to week. I would like to start doing videos that accompany my prepper pantry hauls, and that will include items that I like to keep on hand in case we cannot get out of the home, in case the place that we need to get to is not available to us, or maybe they're making rules or certain things that we have to be doing that we don't agree with, if you catch my drift. So there's just really a lot of factors that go into this list, and of course it's going to vary. So I have 10 items for you. I actually had 9 and then I had a bonus, and this list will be this week's list, and then next week I will come up with another list if that makes sense. I have a ton of things on hand and some of them are new to me, so a lot of these items can be used in a variety of ways. So I'm going to share with you how we like to use them in the household. Of course, you can use them for whatever benefit you see fit. Again, I always love to hear feedback. So if you would like to tell me some items that you keep in your home to help with illness in case you can't get out of the home, let me know in the comments below. I would love to hear about it. If you are new here, we do take a more holistic approach to a lot of aspects of our life, and health is one of them. So I have my list here. I have everything next to me, and I'm going to show you what I like to keep on hand. Typically, I am not writing notes down, but I did write some notes down because I didn't want to forget. A lot of these items can be used for different things. A lot of these items are powerhouses in my home. I have experience with all of them. My children have experience with all of them, and so does my husband. So I really do trust these items, and the best part is these items are budget friendly, and I feel like they're everyday items that you can find and keep in the home. I know some things I bring up on the channel people have never heard of, and I am trying to kind of make these lists more accessible to you. It really depends on what businesses you support. Of course, Amazon is just the mother lode for everything. If you're wondering how you can obtain any of these items and you need a company like Amazon, shoot me an email or down in the comments below, ask me what a good source that I trust from Amazon would be for some of these items. I know it can be a little hesitant when it comes to consumables on Amazon, so I wanted to throw that in there. But we are going to start with number 1 on my list, and everything is next to me here, so I am just going to grab it and show you. I'm now competing with the air conditioner. I apologize. But some of these items you have seen before. Number 1 on the list, Arnica. So we like to use this in tea form, but you can reduce it and make it into an oil or a salve. It really depends on what you want to do here. You might hear me say that a lot. My favorite way to use it is going to be that salve, just because it promotes wound recovery and it reduces swelling. So if ever we have some type of ailment like that, this is safe for kids to put on topically. I have not tried it in a tea for my children, but I have drank it, and all of these items aren't going to instantly make you feel better. I don't want you to compare them to pharmaceuticals. I'm just telling you a natural way to use these. You can grow this in the garden or you can order it. I have a few sites that I like to order from. Azure Standard has an incredible selection. If you have a drop-off location in your area, definitely check out their website. They need all the business that they can get right now. They are just an amazing company with a great mission, and Arnica is a fabulous way to start out this video. Next on the list is this guy right back here, and that's gonna be aloe. I love aloe because it can be decorative, but we grow it at 4 places in the home. That's how much we use it. We love aloe because it is an antioxidant. It aids in wound healing. If you have a cut or a scrape, slap that aloe on there. It will not burn, but it will accelerate the healing process for that wound. So I really enjoy aloe. I've used it in all different kinds of ways. I love it in skincare. It's super helpful for sunburn relief. Obviously, that is what it's typically typically used for, but I love it because of the benefit of wound healing and how fast it can make that process go. Next on the list, good old yarrow. I grow this in the garden. If you do not grow your own herbal apothecary, I suggest trying it. You do not have to have a large space. You can do this in your home. There's a way to do it on your windowsill. You could get grow lights, but yarrow is awesome. You can literally find it on the side of the road. I would not suggest taking that and digesting it. You don't know what it's been sprayed with. We are a chemical-free household, especially in the garden. So yarrow is awesome. I just used it on my son today. He cut his finger. I took a leaf and put it on his finger, and it didn't immediately stop the bleeding, but it clots it pretty fast. So that's what we did there. You could also grind this in a powder and put it in pill form and take it. It's really excellent for immune health. This is a powerhouse. Yarrow is a really great thing to have on hand, in my opinion. Again, Azure Standard is a great source for you to get this. If you're curious about the different varieties, I am not the person to ask, but I can point you in the right direction. I have a few pieces of literature that I can link for you down in the description box. The next one on my list is going to be Epsom Salt. So I typically am using this for a bath. A lot of people do this. I do a detox bath probably once a week on myself, and then for my children I use detox baths when I sense an illness coming on. So it's really easy if you have smaller children, so maybe 2 years and below. This probably wouldn't be safe to them, but you are sweating out a lot of the toxins because of the magnesium in here. You can combine different ingredients in detox baths. I drink alcohol and caffeine, and I see that as a toxin in my body. I know that, and I still consume it, but I like to do it once a week because of that reason. So I combine ginger, the Epsom salt, a little bit of apple cider vinegar. You can use some Indian healing clay. Sit in the bath for as hot as you can take it for around 15 minutes, and you will start to see some sweat come out at 7 minutes. So I really suggest you drinking a huge mason jar of water. I always drink my 32 ounces before I get in the bath and then after I get in the bath. So that is what I was saying with children. You can't really guarantee that they're going to consume that much water. I can usually make it a game with my kids. I've only ever done a detox bath with them maybe twice or 3 times, and it really has improved. It kind of kick-started the illness and made it a little bit more manageable for me as a mother and them as a child with some illness. So yeah, Epsom salt, really fabulous for detox baths. I use it to detoxify my body. Let me know what you use Epsom salt for. The next one is going to be Indian healing clay or bentonite clay. I really enjoy this. Of course, as a face mask, I mix it with apple cider vinegar and it draws out toxins in the skin. But more importantly, I use it for insect bites and skin rashes. This is fabulous for it. I learned this trick from my great grandmother, and I've used it ever since. It's really incredible. You can mix it with just water, and it's inexpensive. So you can get this at Target now. It's just become wildly popular. I really love the Aztec Secret, but of course there are different brands out there that you could use. All right, next one, apple cider vinegar. And I have to say, I will be doing a video coming up here next week or the week after on homemade apple cider vinegar. It is apple orchard season here in northern Colorado, and we are going to be using the skins to make our own apple cider vinegar. It is super simple, and I can't wait to show you that process. But just a teaspoon of this. I try and get organic with the mother. It really depends on your circumstance, but it is inexpensive to get this organic and with the mother. But this is amazing. You could use this for high blood pressure. You could use this to treat neuropathy. Typically, I'm using it if I have a UTI or a kidney stone or something that I feel is like that. Unfortunately, I have endometriosis, and with that, it makes me prone to ovarian cysts, and it can be quite painful. This isn't going to cure that, but it aids in it. Just a teaspoon in the morning really does help. I am not taking this every day. It's around my cycles. So knowing your cycle, if you're female, is really important, but apple cider vinegar powder has really great benefits. Let me know what you use it for. Next on the list is going to be ginger. I use this for immune strength. So I'm taking this in a tea form. You could use it in a detox bath and you can absorb it, but it's an incredible powerhouse. Again, I'm trying to find it organic, but if you can't, that's totally fine. I know people that make their own powder. It's really up to you, but it helps me a lot with nausea. I have not shared this on the channel, but I get dizzy quite a bit. I used to wear C-bands every single day, and that is for motion sickness. It's been the worst out here in Colorado. We're not sure why. Wind really sets me off, but if I sprinkle a little bit of ginger in a tea or even a sparkling water, it seems to help. So if you get dizzy like me, this may help you with that nausea. This also is great when I have a migraine or if I have a menstrual or hormonal headache, if that makes sense. I get those a lot too. So ginger is really awesome. I had to move you quick. I have two more on the list. The first one is going to be honey. I don't have that pictured with me. We actually get to go get some more from one of our local beekeepers here. That is the best way I feel that you can purchase it if you're not keeping your own bees, but it's incredible for immune health. If you didn't know, I have been coming off a plant-based vegan diet, so I wasn't typically getting honey into my diet, but I would love to start doing that. I would love to start baking with it. I sneak it in my kids' peanut butter and jelly every morning with a sprinkle of hemp seeds and some chia, and they seem to really enjoy it. I think it's incredible for immune health. It's important that it is local to you though. You can research the benefits of honey for your immune system, but I absolutely love it. Bees are super fascinating to me, so honey, let me know what you use it for. And last on the list is charcoal powder. I have been finding mine at Kroger, if you're new here, for $4.79, and I think it's great to have on hand. I use this as a natural poison control. If the kids were to ingest something, if I were to accidentally ingest something, we have chicks and ducks outside. If they were to accidentally ingest something, you could sprinkle this and they can eat it, and hopefully that would help. I'm talking about, like tomato leaves or something like that for them to eat. But for us, typically we are not keeping a lot on hand for the kids to get sick on, but if you have toddlers, they get into everything. So charcoal powder, just like a spoonful of that in some water, drink it fast, and it detoxifies almost immediately. I used to drink charcoal lavender lemonade when we lived in Boulder, Colorado. That was readily available, of course, and it just made me feel a little better. Maybe you've had a bit too much to drink the night before. We've all been there at some point, I feel like. This might help you, honestly. Charcoal powder has a lot of phenomenal benefits. You could take it in pill form. A couple of years back, there was like a big hype with brushing your teeth with this, and it was a natural whitener. I think I tried it once or twice and didn't stay consistent and didn't see a difference. But that is last on my list, and I actually have a bonus for you, and that is going to be books in a hard copy form. You never know in a grid down scenario if you'll have access to your phone. So I always keep recipes on hand. I try and keep as much herbal information I have on hand. Plant identification in my area is super important, and I have an area that we would go to in the event of an emergency, and I have plant identification there as well. And I think it's really important to have that on hand. So I stocked up on a book this week. This is The Witch's Herbal Apothecary, and some of you may roll your eyes, but I don't care. This really talks about the moon phases and how herbal medicine can aid you in that, especially being female. So this is something I was interested in. It was at my local library. They always are having sales. So this was actually $4.99, which was really cool. But I have a bunch. Like I said, I have recipe books. I have different types of herbal medicine. I have maps. I have different laws in our county. There's just so many different things that you could find from these books. And again, a lot of us, myself included, when I don't know the answer to something, I go to Google, which we might not always have access to. So that was the bonus on the list. I hope you stock up on that. And that is going to do it for today's video. I really hope you enjoyed this list. Stay tuned for tomorrow's video. I'm going to be showing you my prepper pantry haul. It's a little bit different this week, so I hope that intrigues you a bit. Again, if you're new here, we would love it if you hit that subscribe button. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. I wanted to stop by and also say thank you so much for your support on yesterday's video. I have been reading the comments and I am just blown away. No negativity at all, just kindness. And I so appreciate that from all of you. I love this community that we've all built here together. And I wanted to say thank you. So I'm going to leave this list typed out in the description box down below. As always, stay adventurous, stay creative, and I'll catch you next time. Bye, everyone.
Warned about you. They said that just one look and I'd get caught too. 'Cause there's something about you, and you know it too. All I do is think about you. Your eyes, your scent, your touch is all I dream of. Now I can't live without you. I hope you feel it too. 'Cause we are meant to be. We are meant to be. Oh, if only you could see that we are meant to be. Some obsess about things. Some turn use into abuse, and I'll stop until it's too late. But all I do is love you. Maybe someday you will too. 'Cause we are meant to be. We are meant to be. Oh, if only you could see that we are meant to be. You've been warned about me. You've heard that all I do is obsess about you. But if only you could see